Hello everybody and welcome to this Q&A video. Before we begin, I just wanted to apologize for the way that I look in the next few seconds. I shot this Q&A because I was so excited to answer all the questions that came in that I wasn't really thinking about the way that I looked, and looking back on this footage, I look so crusty, dusty, musty, you know? I definitely did not look the way that I look today. I wanna kind of shoot it today instead, and I was really thinking about it the past few minutes, but I realized that shooting this video 3 times would make it really inauthentic, or at least it would make my answers really inauthentic. So I left the footage of the second time that I shot this video today. You will see that footage today. So thank you, don't judge me, and I'm sorry. Enjoy the video. Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. I am filming this a second time because I had a piece of salt on the side of my mouth the whole first video, and I just could not live with the fact that I had that on my face during this whole introduction video, so I'm refilming it. I did not formally introduce myself on this channel and I wanted to do a little Q&A, so I hopped on Instagram, and a lot of the people on my Instagram that follow me are actually family and friends, and they asked me a bunch of questions. So thank you guys so much for supporting my channel. I really do appreciate it. So I think it's better if we just, you know, dive in, because why not? These glasses are from Zenny Optical, not sponsored. The first question is from Haley, and she asks, what is your favorite Bath & Body Works candle? And my favorite Bath & Body Works candle is hot cocoa and cream. You guys probably don't know, but I worked at Bath & Body Works for 5 years, so I know a lot about their products. That probably is something that I might get into in another video if you want to know about my jobs, my schooling, all that kind of stuff. But today is just a Q&A, so anything you ask I will answer. But if that's not included in my Q&A today, maybe another one in the future. This is my absolute favorite candle. You guys might not like it because it literally smells like somebody brewed a cup of hot cocoa in your room. Take that as you will, but I love it. It's like the best candle ever. So good. I've gone through so many of these and I will keep buying them. So the next question is from Padra, and she asks, who is your biggest inspiration? And the first person that comes to mind is my grandmother. I only knew her for a month, roughly. That was when I visited in the Philippines for a while. She taught me how to be selfless, or less selfish than I was at the time. She taught me that I could let people borrow my things and I could trust them, and I could guard my heart at the same time with other people that I'm letting into my life. And at the time, my grandmother had dementia, so a lot of the stories that she was telling me stuck with me for a long time. Anything that she did remember, I kind of cherished and remembered for both of us. I used to talk to her a lot. Granted, I don't talk to her a lot these days, but when I do have hard times, I tend to look up at the sky and ask my grandmother for advice or for help. I tend to know my own answer in my head, and it makes me feel better knowing that she's listening to me up there. Thank you so much to Padra and Haley for asking these questions, by the way. Thanks girls so much. I really appreciate both of you. Thank you. Chris asks, why is my baby so amazing? Chris is my boyfriend. I'm not gonna answer that question because he should already know the answer. Anika asks, what is your favorite sunscreen and moisturizer for your face? So my favorite sunscreen for my face, it's from COSRX. I live in Canada, so you can buy it at any Walmart right now. I believe you can also buy it from Amazon, but it comes out like a cream and it looks like that super thick white cream. Once you rub it into your face, it looks kind of heavy, but it really isn't. And it's a rare cream sunscreen for me that makes me feel like I'm really just rubbing moisturizer on my face. So it has SPF 50. There's another one that my boyfriend really likes, and it's from Biore, but it's like the Japanese brand Biore, and it's in like this blue bottle. I don't have it, but I'll probably insert a little screenshot of it on here somewhere. It is a watery sunscreen and really works for him. He really likes it. He doesn't like the feeling of having stuff on his face, so the watery the consistency kind of just seeps into the skin within seconds and then it just goes away. If you don't like feeling like there is sunscreen on your face, or any cream for that matter, check out the Biore one. But this one, it even smells like very clean, so you don't get that like sunscreen smell, I would say. It just feels and smells like regular moisturizer, so I would definitely recommend it, and it's cheap. My favorite moisturizer at the moment is something that Miss Gothamista on YouTube recommended. I'm sorry if I got her name wrong, but she recommended this. It's the e.l.f. moisturizer, and it is like a jelly consistency. Once you rub it in, it's like water. You feel like it's nothing. I have not had a moisturizer that's like this, that sinks in so easily. It's raining outside. I'm so sorry for the noise. It is so nice, so smooth, and it makes me feel super, super hydrated. I have not had dry flakes since I started using this on my face. I do have combination oily skin though, so I don't get dry flakes often, but when I do acne treatments, I tend to get dry flakes around there. But I haven't had that lately, so this must be doing something for it. My night moisturizer that I'm obsessed with, I have two. So the first one is one that my grand aunt always used, and she swears by this and still swears by this. It is the Pond's cream with the blue lid. And Pond's has been around for many, many, many years, and it's just like a tried and true product for me. I've been using it since I was like 14 years old. Because it is so rich and so creamy, it wouldn't really work well for summer mornings and throughout the day really, because it's just so thick and heavy, and you really do feel it on your face. So if you don't like that, you will not vibe with this cream. If I ever run out of night moisturizer, like this is just my fallback. I always go back to this. The other night moisturizer that I've tried recently is like this really, really famous Olay one. It is the Retinol 24 night cream. I'm sure it's the retinol that has been brightening my skin. I only have a trial size and I've been using it for maybe 2 months and I still have a lot to go. This cream is not cheap though. It's like almost 50 bucks, I believe, for a big tub. And this one was $25 for a small one, so it's not cheap. The Pond's cream is like $6. So Nat has a few questions, but thank you so much, Nat, for asking me these questions. Nat asks, bike rides or walks? Last year I started bike riding with my dad and my boyfriend. We always biked every Saturday. And then this year we haven't started yet because the weather hasn't been too warm. I also got wisdom tooth surgery, so on the warm days instead of biking I would go walking this year. Right now I would say walking, but I'm sure when the weather gets warmer I will definitely go biking, and I'm sure if you asked me then I would say biking. So right now it's walking. So Nat asks what is my favorite food as well. If you're asking about culturally, I would say Filipino food. I am 100% Filipino. I love Filipino food, always go back to it. It's just home, you know, like my mom is such a great cook. I can't live without her cooking, to be honest. I can't cook like her. If you're asking about a kind of food, I would say potatoes, girl. I will eat them mashed, I will eat them fried, I will eat them baked, I will eat potatoes in any way that you want. My last meal has got to have potatoes in it. What are your top 3 favorite things about your boyfriend? You really had to boost him like this? Okay, to be completely honest, he already knows this, so like this isn't even cute. But my top 1 is that he is very patient. I've never really seen him angry at me that badly. Number 2 is that he cheers me on. Anywhere we go, he always cheers me on. He was beside me through school, through work, through everything. Even now where I'm looking for a like grown-up adult job in the office, you know, like he has been cheering me on and telling me that you can do it, and he's been boosting my self-confidence a lot. So that's my second favorite thing about him. My last one, what's my last one for him? He speaks to my love languages, really. Quality time and acts of service are my 2 top love languages, and he really does do that for me. If I'm watching my own movie, he will watch it with me, even if he doesn't really love it. And I don't know, just doing random things. Like if I'm doing schoolwork, he'll sit there and do something else just to be by my side, you know? I feel like not everybody really does that, so I really appreciate that about him. So she asks, what are you reading right now and how is it going? I literally just started Investing for Canadians for Dummies. I'm literally on like page 10. And I want to get into this because I also know through my uncles and my family, like other family members, and even Chris, that investing is a great way to grow your money so that when you get older, money that you put aside towards investing can just multiply. And by the time you retire, you will have a lot more money than what you put in. So I want to know how to do that well. I do have a fiction one, but I feel like we'll stop there. But if you want to know more, just like ask me through Instagram. How many times I'm gonna plug my Instagram in this video? You tell me. The next one is from Lydia. So thank you, Lydia, for asking these questions. And she asks, what are your favorite Bath & Body Works candles? Favorite bubble tea drinks? Favorite color goals for your future home? My favorite Bath & Body Works candles, as you guys already know, is Hot Cocoa and Cream. The second runner-up to that would be Paris Cafe, because it is just so heavenly. It just smells like fresh coffee beans. Like if you wake up in the morning and you love coffee and you just smell coffee and just wakes you up, you know, that is that candle. I personally don't drink coffee, but I still love the smell of coffee. I can't say anything else about it. It's just, go try it out. It's just the best. Favorite bubble tea drinks. From Cha Time, I always get a winter melon milk tea with grass jelly. Instead of the regular milk, I get almond milk because I'm lactose intolerant. This drink reminds me of a drink that they sell on the streets in the Philippines. It's called taho, and it kind of tastes like that. People have told me it doesn't, but like for me, it tastes like that. Always get that drink cold. From Sip Tea, they have really good fruity drinks. So I always get those fruity drinks. Favorite color. My favorite color is lilac, as you can tell from my room. It's my favorite color. And fun fact, my favorite flower. Goals for your future home. Girl, to be honest, I don't really know what I want for my future home. I just know a few things. So I need a backyard. I have a dog, so I need a backyard for my dog. I feel like I would do Cookie an injustice if I don't have a backyard. So it has to have a backyard. It's gotta have a guest room, obviously. Oh, a walk-in closet. One day I would love a walk-in closet because I've been living in this room for more than 10 years and it's hard to be a minimalist when you grow up and you just accumulate things and it's just hard to get rid of things. So one of those things is clothes. What I do to keep myself from overflowing my closet is I will fold like Marie Kondo because I'm saving space. And I also buy, if I buy something, I have to throw something out. That's like my closet rule. If Chris and I have to share a walk-in closet in the future, then like sure. It's just, I would just like one. It would just be nice to share a space where everything is organized and you know, it can go by style or even color. Like I got dreams for a walk-in closet. Klein asks, thanks Klein, how's the tea collection going? Earlier I filmed my tea collection just for this question and I have realized that I actually have a lot of tea. I am a David's Tea lover. David's Tea is the only company that I will buy tea from. There is one bag of tea and it's green and you will see it in the footage, and I bought that from a random place in Toronto that I was literally walking in a random supermarket and there was a guy selling like fresh tea leaves and I just bought from him. That was the only time that I bought tea outside of David's Tea, but I have been expanding my collection since then. So it's going well. If you want to know what my favorite teas are, you can ask me via Instagram. Again, yeah, it's going well. It's expanding. I'm running out of room to store stuff. Nazreen, which is my sister, asks, how does it feel to be cute and smart? Girl, it feels good. I'm not smart. I'm not that smart, I don't think. I am not the kind of person that can be lazy and still get A's in class. Like I got so jealous of those kids in high school that would do that. Even in university, I have to work hard for my A's and B's. And being cute, like, I'm not both, so like, I don't know how it feels, you know? Melissa asks, thank you girl, what got you into spirituality? I have always collected crystals when I was younger. well, it was like rocks, little stones, little rocks along the beach. I would literally pick them up because I thought they were nice, and I would keep them in a little drawer for years. Eventually I discovered crystals, which I learned had different energies, different chakras, all that kind of stuff. I still don't know much about the chakra part, but I have recently gotten into collecting actual crystals, and you will see this in the footage. But I have a really small collection. I started looking into those and working at a bookstore right now. I discovered oracle cards because there was a time when a shipment came in and oracle cards, like really pretty looking oracle cards came in, and it piqued my curiosity. So I started looking into those, and then I started looking at YouTube for readings, like how do you do readings and stuff. And I got into people who would do readings for you via the video, and I discovered more oracle card decks and stuff. So I think to begin, like where it really started was the rocks that I was collecting when I was younger. I've always had an attachment to them, and I feel like having that connection with those rocks kind of like expanded into the oracle cards, the tarot cards, the crystals, everything. So Rex asks, why do we drive on parkways but park in driveways? Why don't we call them the opposite? I would call a driveway a parkway, and I would call a parkway a driveway. The English language is so weird. Thanks for your question, Rex. It's gonna keep me up at night now. Paula asks, least favorite zodiac sign. Thank you for your question, Paula. I don't really have a least favorite zodiac sign. The zodiac sign that I really don't know anything about is an Aquarius. I don't have any friends or family that are Aquarius sign, so I would love to know more about them, but it's not that I don't like them, I just don't know anything about them. Bex asks, can we talk about Asian eye shapes and makeup? Yes, girl, yes. Unfortunately, I can't speak for all of us Asians because, as you can tell, I have a lid. It's not a monolid. If I look straight, you can still see my crease, but for my sister, she has a monolid, which is hard because whenever we do the same makeup look, she always has to do it a different way than I do mine, because of, if you look straight forward, if you have Asian eyes, like sometimes your lid just doesn't exist, you know, it just doesn't. So it gets a little bit hard, and putting on lashes for some reason, like Asian companies versus American companies, putting on lashes varies a lot. And mascara too, even, like if you're Asian, buy Asian brand mascaras because they're just a different ball game, you know, like they know that you got those straight like little Asian lashes. So it's definitely a different market for us, but I just got lucky with my lids, to be honest. Bex also asks, how's your mystic journey going? Thanks, Bex. And this is kind of funny because we just talked about it the other day, and we were both kind of on the same progression of spiritual awakening. For me, I'm just kind of letting myself naturally progress into it. I'm a Virgo, and I have a law degree, and I went through the paralegal program. These three things are all logic based, and it's so hard to trust your instinct when you have just been programmed to trust your logic. So now that I have this time to myself, I am beginning to trust my intuition and just trusting my gut and connecting with people in a different way. It's going really well. I feel like it's opening my eyes to a different reality almost that I never really looked at. It's always been there, but I just never really turned my head to look at it almost. Last couple of questions come from Mel, and Mel asks, what are you listening to now? And what would you say your clothing style is? Thank you for the questions, Mel. The last song I listened to was the new Billie Eilish one. It is called Your Power by Billie Eilish. Literally came out this morning, or at least the video did, and I thought it was a good song. In terms of podcast, I do listen to Asian Boss Girl a lot during my workouts, when I just take walks on my own. They are a really inspirational trio of Asian American women that cover every single topic, from drama, shows, dating, anything really. So it's just really inspiring to listen to them. So if you are an Asian woman, Asian Canadian, Asian American, go give them a listen, honestly. The last question of the day is, what would you say your clothing style is? Basic as, honestly, yeah, I really do think I am pretty basic. I'm just starting to figure out what my style is, I think. My Shein hauls have been really helping me kind of expand from what I usually wear to different styles of clothing that I thought I would never wear but actually really like. So I don't know. If you know what it is, then you tell me. Leave it in the comments below what my style is, or check out my Instagram and see what kind of clothes I wear, and you tell me what my style is. Wherever you want to comment, I will see it. Thank you so much to friends and family again for doing this. I really appreciate you guys reaching out and asking me these questions. If there is anything at all that you are further curious about because of this video, please send me your questions down below. I would really appreciate it. Like and subscribe if you have the time. I really do appreciate you guys. Thank you so much for supporting me, supporting this channel. I will see you later. Bye!